See what you did there.
Already started.
See what you did there. How many song titles can you get into a chat?
Oh, a lot. Trust me, a lot.
Yeah.
The most handsome man is sat opposite me.
Oh,
I adore him so much. Ronan keating!
Hello. Good morning, afternoon. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Younger looking you are.
Well, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and a good surgeon. Bro, it's so nice to see you.
Likewise. Thank you.
First and foremost, how are you?
I'm great.
There's quite a lot going on.
Yeah, it's busy. I've just come from rehearsals with the boys this morning, and we have our last day of London rehearsals for the Emirates shows, which are happening next weekend.
Which was called One for the Road, but we're going to call it Two for the Road.
Well, it's two now because we've added a second date.
All right, I'm popular.
You know, I know.
Listen, I'm just going to say that second day
of the DJs that we announced. That
this is what I thought.
Yeah,
it started selling out when you announced who was DJing.
Exactly. You know, it's all your fault. We had to add a second show. So yeah, we got Friday and Saturday at the stadium, and it's coming together really nicely. We head up to Birmingham tomorrow
for tech.
For a big production. There's this huge facility up there where we can actually build the stage, because we have never headlined a stadium show before.
What?
Boyzone. We did 10 nights at Wembley, but we never got to transition, because in the 90s boy bands didn't do stadiums. Take that.
No, it was like London Arena, weren't it?
Yeah, we did we did Wembley. We did 10 nights at Wembley. We held a record for Wembley, and then we went up to MEN and we did 10 nights there. But back then in the 90s, boy bands, it was a rock thing. Rock bands did stadiums. Yeah. And Take That very much were the band that kind of made the transition, and we thought we could follow. Westlife have done it, and Boyzone never got to do it. And it was after the success of the documentary. There was a lot of offers on the table to do shows. Yeah. And, if you've seen the documentary, you'll know that it didn't end very well in the band, sadly, in 2019. And there was a lot of toxicity. And for me, there was a big offer on the table, and I couldn't physically, mentally go back into that again. And some of the other lads, we all felt similar. It was going to be
that's
tough.
really important that you knew that as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, we all speak about mental health now these days freely, and it's really important. And yeah, I mean, I've gone through a lot of therapy. Yeah, I've lost great people in my life, and trying to understand life and things, and I've needed help. And I understand that, the scars that are still there from the 90s are still there. And
the thing is, obviously, if it wasn't for that doc, maybe people wouldn't really understand what you were going on about.
Absolutely,
because for you guys as well, I mean, I was a kid when you guys come along, and I loved yous. It just all seems so glamorous. Everything just seems amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Living the life of a pop star, going here, going there. But people don't realise the emotional toll that took on you and the boys.
Absolutely. Like back in the 90s, what we did was our version of social media. So you saw us on, Live and Kicking on a Saturday morning, or you saw us on Top of the Pops on a Friday night. That's all you saw. It was just the good stuff. Nobody got to see what it was like, jet lagged at 3 a.m. in the morning in
Tokyo, not knowing where you are.
Exactly. So, and missing home, and I'm only 16, 17 years of age, so I haven't fully developed mentally or emotionally in any shape or form. So,
you still haven't. To be fair.
It was a lot to when the offers started coming in, and then it was Ed Sheeran. Sorry to drop that name, but Ed messaged me and said, just saw the documentary, you got to get the band back together. And I explained to Ed about my feelings and situation, and he said, well, why don't you just do something big, a stadium? Yeah. And I went, well, I'd be up for that if you knew someone that could make it happen. He says, I've got a guy. Literally, he put me in touch with his guy. I flew to Hamburg a week later, sat down with his promoter, and a week later there was an offer on the table for a stadium show, and that's it, and that's how it happened.
Do you know how happy people are that you're doing this?
Oh man, look, I'm happy.
All I've seen since my name's gone on the bill for DJing, the amount of messages from people that I know going, if you don't smuggle me in the boot into that stadium. I'm just letting you know now, I am going to have about 40 people in a car that I'm not aware of, and I'm not taking responsibility. That's what I'm saying. But everyone is so excited for it, and like you said, it's one for the road, but now it's two for the road. You're doing 2 nights, next Friday night and next Saturday night at the Emirates, which is massive.
It's massive. It's it's big for us. So I've played in stadiums, but at festival type shows, but to actually headline it and prepare. Yeah, it's our name over the door, but prepare a show that's big enough for a stadium is quite overwhelming. The set list is ridiculous. We've gone into all of the singles. We're very lucky over the 30 years that we have
400 singles.
Yeah, we've released a lot. There's 21 singles in the set list of a 25 song run. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, and we're taking out, we're dredging as well. There was some singles I remember, the difficult second album, and there was some singles there, and I was like, oh, are we really going to do it? And it's like what Ed said. He said to me, you've got to do it. These songs are the people's songs, and they deserve to hear them again.
Well, it is when we buy an album, it might not necessarily be the single that's the song on the album that hits us, and you've got to do it. I remember when the girls got back together, Girls Aloud, and they did the arena tours, and literally there were so many people going, you've got to do On the Metro. They never released it as a single.
Such a good song.
Because it become a fan favourite. You've got to give the people what they want.
That's it, and we're 100% we're doing that. Like every move that we're making is pure nostalgia. All the dance moves are right out of the 90s, and that's what everyone else is going to want when they come to the show. So
I am going to be beside myself beside the stage.
Well, my hips are beside themselves at the moment.
I mean, your hips are giving Shakira at the moment.
I'm telling you. I'm in bits, man. I'm 50 years old next year, and honestly, I need a chiropractor. I'm in a bad way.
I'd offer to give you a rub down, but I'll end up getting done for it. I can sense it. I can sense it. You're not going to be on your own either. No. The S Club guys are going to be there. Bewitched girls. This is the best night out.
It really is. It is a proper 90s, pop-tastic. You're there, you're on just before we go on. So you're going to be, priming that crowd.
I am
and getting them ready.
So honoured / nervous.
Oh, we're delighted.
I am warming up for Boyzone.
Yeah, it's very cool.
This is a moment. This is a moment. Well, look, don't go anywhere because we're talking about this more in just a second. But we do have to play a song. Okay. And the song I have chosen to play is Picture of You, because I'm just going to say this publicly, Ronan. I left X Factor on the Sunday. Mm-hmm. On the Friday, I was singing this with you at your ball.
I'll never forget it. I remember.
And it was such an honour to do it. I was in a dream world.
You were brilliant. You slotted straight in. You even knew the dance moves. I was blown away. It was perfect.
I'll teach you them for next week. Right, don't you worry. We're going to play this now, and then we're going to have a game of AI or Lie.
Lovely.
Island on Saturday. Wasn't as good as ours.
I can hear you in there. I can hear you. It's like I can never not hear you now.
I just don't like saying it weren't as good as ours. Sorry to the boys. But listen, we'll see what we can do at the Emirates. Yeah. Now, listen, Ronan, no one comes on this show without playing my new game, AI or Lie. Let me explain how it's going to work.
Please.
It's really simple. Yeah. We have got a AI machine. Okay. We've put your name in it.
Right.
It spits the facts.
Okay.
But sometimes
they're not correct.
It might get a little bit wrong. We don't know. They're quite obscure, some of them.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go through, and all you need to tell me is that AI having it off and going, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Or is it a lie?
Okay.
Simple as that. So first up.
Hopefully.
Ronan, I put a voice on as well because I have to get into the mood a bit.
I noticed. It's great.
Ronan once tried out for a role in Peter Jackson's The Hobbit movies, but didn't get the part.
Absolutely true.
What was you going to be?
I was actually Legolas. So his one of the elf warriors. Like, what's his name? Orlando Bloom played him. Is it Legolas? That's right. I think it's his character.
Have you got beef with Orlando now?
No, he was in the film, and it was another elf warrior.
Right.
So
okay.
I mean, it was pretty cool. I remember I was here in Soho in London. I went down to the casting agency, and I did a read. And I was so excited.
That's so real.
Yeah, but I didn't get it, man.
It doesn't matter. But you still dine out on it. I would.
I remember I really wanted to be in film, and I'd come out of Boyzone, and I was doing, all right as a solo artist. And, there was offers coming in, and Baz Luhrmann reached out to me. He was making Moulin Rouge.
Dear friend Baz.
I mean, yeah, my dear friend. And he flew me to New York. I went into a waiting room. Leonardo DiCaprio and Ewan McGregor were there, right? So Leo also read for Moulin Rouge.
Oh my goodness.
I went in, and he came out. I think Ewan came out. I went in anyway, and I remember I had to sing something, and play piano, sing, and that was grand. I had that, and then Baz's wife was there, and there's the scene in Moulin Rouge that Nicole they're in the elephant, and Nicole is climbing up Ewan's leg. they want to do that scene, and it's Baz's wife is playing Nicole's part. So Baz's wife is climbing up my trouser leg, doing this, and I am so intimidated and so scared.
Are you sure this was an audition?
Yeah, no,
I'm just checking. I'm just gonna check.
I obviously didn't get the movie, but anyway, cut to a few years later. I was playing cards with Leo.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sorry,
dear friend.
Trip over that one.
Little game of rummy.
Yeah, and we were playing cards, and we were talking about it, and I said, "Oh man, I'll never forget it. My acting was shocking, man. It was so bad." And he goes, "Don't worry about it, Ronan. You want to hear my singing?" He said, "So that's all right." And Leo says, "No, that was cool." So yeah, I mean, look, I've read for
that's amazing though.
Quite a few films, but I never got them.
Oh well, listen, me and you, we'll go and do something. We'll go and do a film. We can sort that out.
Easy.
All right, here we go. Next one. Before Boyzone, he supported himself as an assistant at Corky's shoe shop in Ireland, where he later joked was a strange stepping stone to full-on pop stardom.
There you go, stepping stone. See what I did there? That is true. I worked in a shoe shop part-time, and I loved working. I wasn't great in school. Academically, I always struggled, but I loved to go out and graft and make a few quid. Yeah. So having a part-time job on a Saturday was really important. And to be honest, if I wasn't in that shoe shop, my manager in the shoe shop saw, because I was in lots of bands and stuff, and he knew I was into music. He saw Shane on the cover of the newspaper that day, and it said, "Looking for the Irish answer to take that." He said, "Oh, you'd be into this." And he let me go round the corner. He let me leave work half an hour early and go round the corner. It was literally 500 metres away from Corky's on Henry Street.
A pair of hush puppies has led to you being in Boyzone.
Yeah.
I can't. But this is what I'm saying. This is what dreams are made of.
I know,
Ronan.
unbelievable. Niall O'Neill was my manager, and he said to me, "Look, you're into this. You should do it." And it was a picture of Shane on the front and another lad. And I remember walking around the corner to the audition, and the now very famous Colin Farrell was in the queue.
Yes.
Danny from
We all remember that audition process.
Yeah, Danny from the script was in the queue. Like all of these, little, big time legends.
It's like the Fame Academy of Dublin.
Yeah, I know it was. But I mean, it's a small island, so
Well, clap for Neil and Colkins.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks to him. So true. That one's true.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to leave it there because I don't think we can top them.
No, you can't. And you can tell a lot from. I learned you can tell a lot from people's shoes about them.
Hang on, I ain't seen your shoes.
Yeah, no, but
I can't see him. Show me your shoes.
No,
Get your shoes up.
What does that say about me?
He's done well for himself. He's done well.
Who
bought you them, Leo?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, sure.
He did actually.
I bet he did.
Yeah, I took the money off him at the kept
And Baz bought the left one. Yeah. Right, now listen, Ronan, you know you can't come on here and flog your tour, whether I'm a starring role or not, without paying for it.
Okay, wow.
I started my career singing Picture of You with you.
Yeah, you're going to end it now.
I'm about to end my... Is this any day now, Ronan? We all know. I'm ready.
Yeah,
it's any day now.
I know.
I'm going to play a bit of roller coaster.
Oh.
And then after that, I think we need to do a full-on karaoke. Are you up for it?
I'm well up for it. I see this on social media all the time and think, why have you never asked me to come in and do this?
We've asked you repeatedly, Ronan, but you had nothing to flog. Let's be honest, you didn't have anything to flog.
That's true.
And you were over in the United Arab Emirates having a nice time with your family. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
it is roller coaster. Ronan, life is a roller coaster.
Indeed.
As you know, you've been on one up, down, round and round, and I believe we all live our lives like roller coasters.
We do. Yeah, sometimes it's a slippery dip, and sometimes it's a it's a ride at a water park. But a lot of the time, it's a roller coaster.
You had me at slippery dip.
Yeah, there you go.
You really did.
There you are.
Now listen, Ronan. Next week you're going to be at the Emirates with the boys to what feels like 4 million people.
Yeah, it will.
This is when we really know what you're all about.
Well, let's see.
This room,
I don't really know what I'm all about.
The people I've had in this room. I mean, I don't like bragging. The Kylies, I've had them all.
Oh, you are something else.
And I can't believe it's took you this long to do this.
I can't believe you wouldn't have me
before
now.
Here we are.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think we should do a song that's quite meaningful. Me and you have had the dance on stage.
Yeah.
But I want you to sing In My Eyes, Ronan Keating.
Okay.
And I want to know.
Yeah.
Do you really love me?
Yeah. You want me to sing in my eyes?
In my eyes.
In my eyes.
Can you sing In My Eyes?
Well, let's sing something else. I mean, that's a great song. I love that song. But I'd rather sing something I know.
Sorry, I'm still in Kylie mode. Yeah. Right. Let's do this.
Okay, come
you ready?
on.
This is karaoke, Ronan Keating, featuring Rylan with When You Say Nothing at All.
Yeah, I see what he did there.
Yeah, karaoke.
Yeah, I see that.